everybody.
Hey everybody, we're back again, and we're still going through John Wooden. And
I'm a little slow reader.
today, well, you know what's really funny is you want to tell them what you wanted to go by? Maybe you wanted to move it. So here's what's happening. Now you could go and ask your parents, and maybe they'll do the same deal.
Or if your parents watching, ask your kids.
Like, so Manaia, when she completes this book, I'll give her $20, and so I just think it's better than paying you to take the trash out and things like that. So that's how
you really get benefits out of it.
Yeah, I think so. So the reason the reading picked up a little bit more in the last couple of days was why? You gotta tell them.
Because I had to get this Hello Kitty water bottle.
You see, like, there's a motivator. She wanted to get this Hello Kitty bottle.
And it was $4 plus
and
tax.
They took the tag off. It was $4 plus tax. And so, Manaia, you want to tell them what you do with your money? I don't need to keep on in that.
Yeah, it's, so if I get like $8, I have to split it. So I put $4 in savings, which is like saved for like when I get older, like a car or a house, so I can pay cash instead of being in debt to the bank. Like if you ever see your parents use a credit card, that's borrowed.
We should go on a big rant. We'll save that rant for later.
Okay, that's borrowed money. It's borrowed. It's not their money. So, and they're in debt.
Okay, no, we're not going to talk about.
Okay.
That's what I like to do, is go on these big rants about money and taxes and that. We won't do that today.
Okay.
But so you split your money.
So I split my money, one for savings, one for spending. Spending is for like anything I want.
Like
this.
That. So that's why she picked up the pace. And so she didn't finish the book, but I did agree that halfway through I would give her.
If you gave me $20, it would be $10.
I'd give her the 10, and then so you'll split 10, right? And give me 5 for your savings. And so where do we read this? We read up to part 2, which is success, achievement, and competition. Did you? You like the background music?
Yes.
All right. So can you tell everyone what we're reading today, or what you were reading?
I was reading about controlling your emotions.
You talk. I'm going to go get the notebooks.
Okay.
The notes.
So I was reading about emotional intelligence and how to regain it and how to lose it. Well, not how to lose it, but if you lose it, how to regain it. So if you lose it, it's like you're falling asleep. You can't wake up from your anger. Or you can't wake up from your sadness or something like that. But you can't wake up. And how to regain your consciousness is to tell your conscience to regain your consciousness. And your conscience has to tell you, basically your thoughts, have to tell you, you gotta wake up, this is past, it's done.
Can I ask questions about that?
Yeah.
Because I don't entirely understand. I haven't read the book in a little bit, but...
well, that was my thought. John Wooden actually didn't say that.
So I just wanted to... So you were saying about losing consciousness, like getting knocked out.
Yeah, because you don't have your helmet on.
So that's what she wrote here. Like,
you gotta pick up your helmet.
So read this part here. Maybe that'll make a little bit more sense.
Okay, make sure you don't lose your emotional helmet, or you won't be protected by the heat of life, or emotions can hit you, and you won't be protected. You will be knocked out with emotions.
So what you're saying is, you're not literally getting knocked out.
No.
That would be bad.
Like, because emotions, they're not physically knocking you out. They're just.
But so you just won't be able to function emotionally.
Yeah, I have a lot of emotions because I'm 8, and because I'm just an emotional girl, and I get knocked out a lot.
So can you give us an example?
I don't play football though.
So give us an example of losing your emotional helmet, like losing your emotion. You're talking about emotional intelligence, right? Being able to when little things go wrong, that you just don't go sideways emotionally and freak out like your little brother.
I can give the emotion.
Okay.
The example. So if you're a big brother or a little brother or a big sister or a little sister, anyway, a little bit. And your older brother or your older sister or your youngest sister or your younger brother does something, I don't know, to annoy you. Say you just built a big high tower of blocks and you were really proud of it, and your little brother or sister comes along and just says, wow, knock. And you could choose to get knocked out with the block tower.
Okay, so let me see. So you say you could choose. So what you're saying is you can choose to not lose your
Getting
emotional.
angry isn't a choice
Why?
because your emotions belong to you, and you don't have to get knocked out because you can be prepared and bring your helmet and not forget it.
Okay, so can you give me an example?
And the emotions, they just go boing.
So
and you're
what?
fine.
So
Build
what?
it back up again.
So what could you give like some tips on keeping your emotional helmet together,
Or
like
keeping
not
conscious.
freaking out, not getting angry? Like what would be some tips you could give?
Well, it's if that the blocks did actually happen, it's blocks. You can just build them up. Yeah, and remember to bring your helmet. Don't forget it at home,
So what would you do?
or if you're at home. Anyway,
Like what would you do if
You
people
forgot
are saying dumb things about you?
well, you could
Like
bring some
calling names.
earplugs.
But how do you
Bring some earplugs.
battle the like when you're saying you get knocked out if you lose your emotional helmet, you get freaked out and get angry. How do you avoid that? Could you just walk away? Could you now what could you do?
Well, that's one choice. You can keep talking. I need to go to the washroom.
Okay, we're gonna pause it right here and we'll come right back to you.
I'm back.
So I'm gonna flip through some of these pages and ask you some questions about this. What does it mean? You got this circle. Be true to yourself. You know what's right. Don't let someone else decide for you. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, being true to yourself, I think it means. I don't really know what it means, but here's what I think it means. I think it means that you make your own decisions. And I'm in brownies. If you're a girl, you're probably in brownies or guides. And the brownie promise, it's be true to yourself.
I think,
And which means be true to yourself. Like if someone says, like, here's what I think it means. If someone said, if your best friend, if you're at your best friend's house and he or she says, let's watch Ghostbusters, and you say, and you're not allowed to watch that movie, and you know it, but you've decided that you didn't like it, and you didn't want to watch it anymore. And your friend said, because you're not answering, your friend says, aren't you going to watch? And you're not sure. And, well, you don't know. And if you're not true to yourself, then you'll go off and watch the movie.
So could we talk maybe a little bit, like raise the stakes a little bit? Like what about stealing or lying? Like is that a good example? No, for this, like being true, like you know that you shouldn't lie to your mom and dad.
But you do.
Right? And like let's say that you were fighting with your brother and you lost your emotional helmet and you were the one that was fighting with your brother. Would you lie to your parents, even though you know lying is wrong? Would you lie to is lying to your parents being true to yourself?
No.
Why?
Because lying is one of the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't. It's not It's not good. And
even though if I ask you, like, let's say you had another brother, and we said, well, let's just lie, but you know better, and so it's I guess it's not letting other people decide for you when you know what's right, being true to yourself.
yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah. Back to the Ghostbusters thing.
No.
So let's say.
Ghostbusters.
Excuse me?
Okay.
That is not being true to yourself. Interrupting a video. Anyway, so let's just say that you wanted to watch a movie, but you knew you weren't supposed to, but you did. That's not being true to yourself, because you didn't want to watch a movie anymore, and you promised yourself that you wouldn't watch it anymore because it was scary.
So discipline. Okay.
Basically.
Okay, so what about this? I have another one here. It says, blaming somebody else, that's a weakness. And I think that it kind of falls into, if you have excuses for stuff, when you give excuses, you remove all responsibility and accountability.
Yeah.
And
people who are sanguines do that a lot. Well, actually, I shouldn't put that away.
that's not true, though.
Well, yeah, that's exactly why I said.
Oh, what?
Don't put it that way,
Oh.
because
Because it's not true.
there might be sanguines watching.
No, but it's not true anyways. Why is it sanguines that blame everybody?
Well, most it's some.
Okay, so
Depends on the
I
person.
don't know if do you guys know what sanguine means? They might not.
It means sort of like life is
It's like
party.
it's personalities, right?
yeah, personalities.
What's your personality?
Melancholy, choleric.
Which means what?
Which means choleric means I always want to be in charge. Everyone has to have a role, and I'm the judge.
And what about melancholy?
Melancholy means I have to have everything perfect.
Oh, look, your glasses are crooked.
Well, since I'm not full choleric, I'm mostly since I'm not full melancholy, I'm mostly choleric, so and a little bit of sanguine here and there.
Okay, here's something good. 6 ways to bring out the best in people. It says, while you can't control what happens to you, you can control how you react, which kind of falls into the emotional intelligence,
Yeah.
losing your helmet kind of thing, right? What else have you got here? Anything else?
Mm-mm.
All right, so should we call it a day?
Yes. Or call it the end of a video.
Should we ask? Do you want to ask some people to maybe subscribe or follow you? Like maybe go on your podcast or subscribe to your podcast or your
Could you?
YouTube. You can ask them.
Well, at the end, since we're at the end of this video, I just wanted to ask you, could you subscribe to our video? It's at the bottom.
Or the podcast.
Or the podcast.
So it's at
the bottom.
it's www.kiwi.coach. So it's kiwi.coach. kiwi.coach.
Ow, your knuckles are more like leather.
Don't lose your helmet. See you guys later.